Hi, good morning everyone, and welcome back to Uboat. My name is Ross, and in this episode, boy oh boy, we are taking on quite the dangerous mission. Last time, actually, what the hell did we even do? I think, no, yeah, it was a generic patrol up north as part of the Happy Times. Today, we are heading down south to the Strait of Gibraltar, close to, of course, an airbase and a port. We're gonna lay some mines. It's gonna take us a decent little bit to get there, of course, but I am honestly a little bit nervous about this. This could very easily become extremely dangerous. Well, time for old Ross to send his crew into almost certain death again. It's not like it's anything new, sending the men off to recover an Enigma, which seen the attack on Scapa Flow. Good lord. You guys remember that? I remember we did that with the Type 2, it was awesome. Sneaking into Scapa Flow through here. Yeah, right here, if you guys remember. We snuck in, stationed about here. Saw, I think, an illustrious class aircraft carrier as well. Sent 3 torpedoes into, well, the Royal Oak, Rodney really, / Nelson class. And then we just U-turned and just ran away. It was very fun. That was, the English today, just stuttering so much, I apologize. That is arguably my favorite mission in the entire game, so far. I have never actually played through the entirety of U-Boat. I think the first I've ever gotten. God damn it. Yeah, this is the issue with recording so early in the morning. I apologize. I think the latest I ever got to is like late 1941, something like that. I don't think I've ever got to 1942, let alone like 1943. But yeah, as you can see, we've almost been at war for a year. The war began on the 1st of September, obviously, and a few days after that, Britain and France officially declared war on us. And we've been at war ever since, wreaking havoc on them. Yeah, we've almost been at war for an entire year. It's pretty good so far. I mean, so far it's going pretty good. Operation Barbarossa should begin... No, well, no, it begins in, like, spring of 41. Oh, dear lord. Is that the Africa campaign that's beginning now? Passage through Gibraltar. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Well, I will later on, but that is scary. Another big thing to note that I want to mention, because I'll probably forget otherwise, because freaking ADHD brain. There has been a small dev blog from, well, the devs on U-Boat that I feel is pretty interesting. So, next update that is coming whenever, we don't have a date on it yet, I don't believe, unless I'm just that blind and I didn't see it. You will be able to get, for one, weather forecasts delivered to your submarine via the radio. So a few times per day, you can get radio messages that say, oh, it's going to be foggy like this, or it's going to be stormy, which I feel is going to be really cool. For me, personally, it's not going to be that important, because I try to deal with any weather I get given, primarily because, you can't change the weather anyway. Why bother knowing about it, But I will definitely still use it, because why the hell not? We will also be able to... how do I explain this the proper way? You will be able to be given missions when not in port. So the way this system currently works is, we have to go back to port every time we complete a mission, send it in, and then we can get given a new one. The way the system works in the new update is you can tell your radio man to get to the radio, and he can collect another mission without having to go back to port. So you can just continue sailing, which for something like the Type 9, which is being heavily developed, is going to be awesome. For those who do not follow along with Uboat news, the Type 9 is moving along very nicely for the developers. They are pretty much done with the entire model. There are some missing parts that they still have to do. Pretty much the entire exterior is completed. It's just the interior regarding the TDC and some other stuff. But yeah, later on this month, in June, they will try to put everything together in a conjoined submarine, i.e. like this. And according to them, because they have worked on the, of course, the Type 7 and the Type 2 before, this will take them a few months. So, at absolute worst, like an absolute worst case scenario, I would say around Christmas time, we will get the Type 9. Of course, it is June, so I mean, that's over half a year away. As I mentioned, worst case scenario. What do I believe? I'd say September, October, somewhere around there, the Type 9 should be ready and available for everyone to enjoy. Which is going to be freaking awesome. I haven't played that many games that utilize the Type 9, so I do kind of know what to expect. You get 6 bow-facing torpedo tubes instead of 4 like I get. You get a 105mm cannon, unlike the 88 of this thing. You get like double the range. You get 22 spare torpedoes. Freaking somehow. It's gonna be freaking amazing. And then later on, probably in like 2 or so years time, we should have the Type 21, which is gonna be even cooler. For those who know the Type 21, you know exactly why. For those who don't know, oh, where do I even begin? The Type... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to talk too much about it, because I'm just going to sit here and nerd for God knows how long. The Type 21 was a massive revolutionary submarine. A massively revolutionary submarine there. It incorporated an insane amount of systems that were still being tested at the time. I don't even know where the hell to begin. It was one of the fastest submarines ever built at the time of being able to travel faster underwater than above water. It did not have a deck gun. It was primarily designed only as... it was designed to only fire torpedoes. It did have like 2 twin-mounted MG-151s for air defense, and that's about it. That was mounted in the sail, i.e. the conning tower. That's another name for it. An insane reloading system. Take this with a pinch of salt, I can't remember. Meant that the Type 21 could reload like all 6 of its bow torpedo tubes in a faster time than a Type 7 could reload 1. It's insane. It had an advanced snorkel system. It had so many cool things. It is gonna be fucking amazing. It was also the primary basis for pretty much every Cold War submarine ever. The Nautilus, the Soviet Foxtrot, Tango classes, like pretty much every single Cold War diesel-electric submarine, especially Soviet, were heavily inspired by the Type 21 because it was just that good. You know what? I think that's enough yapping. I'm fucking... I've been talking for way too long. I will report in if we find anything traveling down to Gibraltar, and if not, I will see you all there. What the hell? Okay, I apparently just encountered a random ship over here. Curious indeed. Transport ship spotted. Let's see if we can't intercept her. We should be able to just board her. And then, we should be able to check her cargo and whatnot. Yeah. Operators unarmed so to not be escorted and flies a neutral flag. The price rules are as staying such ships only if we're certain they're heading towards an enemy port. It doesn't seem that they are. But I will send a little delegation of guys over. And Von Dreski, yes sir. 7 Duders, you grab a rifle. It's been a while since we came across one of these, huh? And we came across a ship flying a merchant flag. What do you want? Asked the captain in German without exchanging any pleasantries. This is a neutral ship and you shouldn't be here. Documents. Yes, captain for documents. According to the documents, the ship is directed to Puerto Vigo. Put the pressure on. You do not look like... But okay, can I... well, actually, no, you're not heading towards the Puerto Vigo. I'm just surprised he makes such a claim without any... Those, of course, is correct. What the frick do you mean? Fine, this. Pan. God damn it. Okay, let's frickin' see. Puerto Vigo is frickin'... Where? Up here? Yeah. I mean, I guess sure if he's heading... Because he's heading this way. He's heading westward. I mean, I guess if he's heading upwards... Fine. Frick you then. Forget you. Whatever. At least I didn't just carelessly sink him, I guess. Alright, here we are. So sorry about that. Uboat had a few issues. I had to reload a few saves. Nothing serious. Just you know, you know, I've been talking about this. How I make multiple saves in case the game breaks. This is why stuff like this happens. We're only 20 kilometers, well, 10 kilometers now from our designated area. Thankfully I managed to make sure we showed up at nighttime, thank the Lord. I do apologize if we can't see much. To be fair, you're not really, well, actually, I could do this. What? Okay, hang on. Okay. Slow the vessel down. Submerge us. What are they? Corvette, flower class. And the other one? Corvette, flower class. Okay. There are 2 flower classes just sitting out here. I don't know about you guys, I adore the design of the flower class Corvette. I love this little guy. He's so cute. He's so damn adorable. I love this little guy. Like, look at him. I love the big powerful gun. I love the overall design of the hull, the little smokestack. He's so cute. I love him. Alright, enough of that. We're gonna have to travel a few kilometers underwater then, most likely. I'm very happy that I rigged for red now. Okay, yeah. Now comes this. You guys are barely gonna be able to see. Fire off the mines. There's one. No, it's just a wait. Friggin' century. What the hell is even happening on the surface? Nothing? I don't see anything around, thankfully. Thankfully, I guess. Come on. Think I want to be launched. There she is. Yeah, and then the door closes. It's so cool. Slow us down. What? Oh, frick. Okay, enemy vessel. Black Swan class destroyer. I actually like her as well. She also super cool looking. He might not be able to hear us. Okay, mines are not loaded. Let me check. Hang on, we have to... God damn it. I have to do this. You get over here. Load this. Load. Yes, please. And then load this. Dude, man, what the hell now? You loaded the tubes? Oh, you did. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, send in those messages. Alright. Good. Good. You do not have to preheat the turkey. Oh my dear god, she's heading right towards us. That is a Campbelltown class. She's gonna be passing like right over us. Increase the speed. Let's try to just get the hell away from her first. Increase our depth to like... I don't even know. To 20 meters first of all. We're gonna try to sneak out of here. She should have passed us by now. Break for periscope depth. Yeah, she's there. She's there, she's there. Send in the message, yes please. What now? Alright, hit it. Get us the hell out of here. Deep apologies if you can hear my doggies downstairs. What are they barking at? Probably nothing. A leaf, probably, knowing them. Ooh. Let's get the heck out of here. Yep, speed is good. Right. There we go. Mission objective has been achieved. Yes, successful. We still have 5 days until we get the armored conning towers. We're not gonna get them, sadly. Well, no, not yet. Most likely. We will just teleport back home, and we will ask for another mission. Good lord, I need to fucking stop recording so early in the morning. I yawn way too much. People have to be getting annoyed with it at this point. Hell, I'm getting annoyed at it. I'm getting annoyed at myself. 3 days later, yeah. Almost. We're so close. Well, actually, I do need to buy some new torpedoes and probably some supplies. Thursday, the 22nd of August, 1940. Oh, dear God, what is this horrible weather? What is this godforsaken fog laying over the entire harbor? Ugh. That is awful looking. That's an awful sight to come home to. Yep. 1 point. Completing the mission. Good. Good, yeah. Cruise experience. Good, good. Alright, you... No. You go to sleep, you sleep, you sleep, and you sleep. And look at that, 2 days left. Save the game on a separate save file, just in case. And let's try to just rush through this. Warehouse, yes please. Freaking loading screens though. How many torpedoes are we missing? Oh, that's actually a lot. Let's grab a few just in case. What on God's green earth could she possibly be barking at downstairs? I do not get her. Food, we're good on. Equipment, we're also good on. Nice. Let's do that then. Oh my god, are you serious? 11. Oh. Right. Animations. Ugh. Minelaying. What in the hell? Hell no. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh yeah, how many? Ooh! A war correspondent. Oh. War correspondent warmly thanks Klaus Graf for allowing him to join the crew during this assignment. Klaus Graf shakes hands and after some small talks explains basic things about living on board U-28 and where his bunk is. Stefan Schultz appreciates the help, adds that it's not his first time on a ship and confirms that he will be fine. Welcome aboard, son. Welcome to hell. For any of you who have seen Das Boot, the game that this is pretty much based on. Oh, so oh my god, the movie that this game is based on, holy crap. Yeah, you know, a war correspondent submarine, scary stuff. Anyhow, that then does it for this episode. I did not check how much tonnage we needed to sink. I don't think it matters. I don't care. We're gonna find out when we get there. It's not like we're far away anyway. We're how far? 1,200 kilometers. That's not that bad. Anyhow, that then does it for this episode of U-Boat. If you enjoy the kind of content that I make, then do be sure to leave a like or leave a comment to show your support. And if you want to go that extra mile, then do be sure to subscribe because it does help me out a lot. But until next time, I will see you all then. Bye bye.